What is up, YouTube? Today, we're going to be playing a full bug-type team in Pokemon Champions Master Ball tier. Luckily for us, our first opponent does not have any fire types, which is great because our two lead Pokemon are going to be 4 times weak to fire. So, we're not looking for any fire types to stop our dominant run that we're about to have. Honestly, this team's looking like a pretty good fit into ours in terms of matchups. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been cooking with this team, and we're going to see if we're able to win a game of Pokemon Champions Double Battles in Master Ball tier with an only bug-type team. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but you know what? I think with this team I've cooked, we can pull it off. I really hope that they lead Tyranitar. They do. Tyranitar and Tinkaton. And this is honestly very good a lead for us, I would say. Especially because we have Body Press from Forretress, and that should be able to one-tap Tyranitar, honestly. Starting out, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, because I believe that I should leave the Tyranitar to Forretress, and I should instead just go for a Bullet Punch into the Tinkaton and just see what I can get done. I'm not going to Body Press turn 1. I'm actually going to Iron Defense to raise my defenses to make Body Press do even more damage. And hopefully the Tyranitar just goes for a Protect or maybe even a Dragon Dance. So we're going to go ahead and see what they're going to do this turn. They're going for Mega Tyranitar. Okay, I was not expecting that, honestly. Ooh, Fake Out into the Scizor. That is not very good, especially if the Tyranitar ends up going for an attack. But let's see. Rock Slide. Ooh. That is a huge miss, honestly. And now I'm going to be able to get Iron Defense up for free. So my defense is going to be absolutely insane. Forretress has a ridiculous defense stat. So Tyranitar better protect this turn, or else he's going to be in for a world of hurt, honestly. Like, it will literally one-tap him. So let's see. And even if someone switches out, even if he switches out into someone else, I don't see them surviving this Body Press, is all I'm going to say. Crocodile. Okay, I believe my Bullet Punch is still going to be okay here. That's an unfortunate attack drop. Let's take a look at what this Bullet Punch does. 30%. Not too shabby. I'm going to get hit with Rock Slide here. Hopefully my Forretress doesn't flinch. Body Press. Let's see this Body Press. And would you look at that? My Forretress was able to one-tap Mega Tyranitar. That is absolutely huge. I guess Forretress is living up to his name. Gooey. Well, you know what is good? I do have Bug Bite, and Bug Bite is going to be super effective against Gooey. But should I switch out is the question. Or maybe I should go for Roost. I'm going to predict that they think that I'm going to protect Scizor. And because of that, I'm going to go for Roost. And I'm also going to go for Body Press into Crocodile. Because I do think this is going to kill. I can't even lie. Ooh, okay, so that means they're going to be going for an attack with Crocodile. Probably an Earthquake or a Rock Slide, if I had to guess. High horsepower into my Forretress. That did a ridiculously low amount of damage. Able to get me Roost off for free. Almost back to completely full health. And let's see this Body Press. Oh my goodness. Takes Crocodile from 70% down to 0. Damn. If I was this guy, I would start to get nervous. I can't even lie. Because this Forretress is... He forfeited! He forfeited to an all-bug team. I didn't even have to take out the 2 in the back. Alright, that was very good, but I want to get a full game out. So we're going to queue up again and see if we can get someone else that we can have a good matchup against. That's all I want. I want a good match. Alright. I think we're going to go with our same lead that we had last game. This is honestly a very good lead for us again. I hope that he leads Tyranitar and lets me set up Iron Defense and then go for a Body Press. But honestly, there's nothing here that overall really scares me. He does have some strong Pokemon. Honestly, I think the Corviknight's scary because I know how good Iron Defense into Body Press can be. Well, look what I said. This Corviknight's going to be really hard to get rid of, to put it lightly. Really hard to get rid of. But it's alright. We're gonna see what exactly we can do here. I don't think that either of my moves are going to be good into Corviknight at all. You know, I'm going to go for Bug Bite into Tyranitar here and Iron Defense. The Tyranitar could protect, the Tyranitar could Mega Evolve, and it could switch out, but I feel like Bug Bite into here is at least going to threaten damage. I don't really feel like I need to protect turn 1 here, but we're just going to take a look at what happens here. Tyranitar does go for a protect. I'm assuming the Corviknight might go for an Iron Defense as well. Let's see. Unfortunately, we really don't have any good answer into Corviknight, which is why I'm really scared. Tailwind. That's not too great for us. This Tyranitar is about to be ridiculously fast. But one thing that it can't protect against now is this Body Press. I'm trying to think what I really want to do here. It's going to be hard for me to switch out Scizor safely. And for that, I'm going to protect this turn while I try to take out Tyranitar. And I think this is a relatively safe play. They Mega Evolve into Tyranitar. But, you know what? It's alright. Knockoff? Oh, buddy. This guy is... Hold on. They double into Scizor. This is huge. This Body Press? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I got 2 games in a row of Mega Tyranitar. There goes your Mega Evolution, buddy. Unfortunately for him... Oof, okay, he has Garchomp. I feel like I should go for Roost here. I know I'm at full health, but I'm going to get damaged. Both of them are faster than me with Tailwind. I'm going to go for Roost preemptively, and I'm going to go for another Iron Defense, which is going to make my Body Press unstoppable. Ooh, Earthquake. You know, I think we should be able to tank this pretty well. You know, my Scizor honestly did a great job at tanking that. And hopefully hopefully he can also tank this Brave Bird. He does. And now I'm able to Roost. And they both took 10% each to their recoil damage. I'm able to Roost back to almost full health. And now my Iron Defense got me to +4. I would be absolutely terrified if I was facing this +4 max defense Forretress with Body Press. Honestly, they should be scared. They honestly really should be scared. I'm just going to protect again. I'm going to protect again, and I'm going to go for Body Press. The question is, who do I want to go into? Honestly, I think I have to go into Corviknight for the reason that they think I'm going to go into Garchomp. They can very well protect, but also I have no other way of dealing with Corviknight, and I need to get it off the field immediately, or else it's going to cause a lot of trouble for me. So hopefully they don't protect with Corviknight, and they protect with Garchomp instead. That's what I'm kind of predicting here. Another Earthquake, but honestly that's fine. I'm gonna tank that like a champ. See, that does literally nothing. And look at that. It takes another 10% from Life Orb. And the Brave Bird gets blocked again. Honestly, it could be a choice Scarf Corviknight. One taps the Corviknight. That is actually so funny. And their Tailwind's gone. I haven't even had to bring out my Pokemon in the back yet. We've just been having a pretty clean sweep with these two. It's honestly really impressive. Alright. Rotom Wash is a little scary. Won't lie to you. Garchomp's probably going to go for another Earthquake. Rotom, I really don't know. Could go for Will-O-Wisp. Could go for a couple things. But I will tell you this. I am going to go for Body Press into Garchomp here. And I'm just going to Roost on Scizor. And try to just keep him alive. Honestly, okay, well, I'm really hoping that I don't get flinched here. That would be really bad. Really bad. But, let's see. Thunderbolt into Scizor. I'm able to tank it, which means I'm going to be able to... Oh. Double flinch. Double flinch is not ideal. Not ideal at all, but at least I can protect this turn on Scizor safely. They really want to get rid of Scizor. Like, really want to get rid of him. They've been doubling into him, and that was a good flinch from them. But I'm ready to take out Garchomp. Or, if they switch out into anybody else, I'm ready to take it on. This Body Press is too good. Too good. This Earthquake's going to do barely anything. we've seen the past 2 times he's used it, it does about 20 damage. That's nothing. And look at that. He's taken 40% just from Life Orb alone. This might do a lot because I'm low. The 5 HP live on Forretress into body press KO. That was huge. That was huge. Forretress is the MVP. Forretress has taken out 3 out of 4 of their Pokemon so far, and they forfeited. This might be the new best strat. No, actually, it definitely isn't, but, you know, the counter is any Fire-type Pokemon will absolutely destroy your team. And that's a little bit unfortunate. Look, I'm on a 2-win streak. So yeah, we're going to keep going. Why not? I really want Vivillon to shine, but we haven't had a chance for it yet. Scizor is kind of a defensive tank. Or maybe it was just I was getting lucky. Honestly, the lucky part was that they had no fire moves. That was a lucky part. Okay, Staraptor and Raichu. This could be Mega Staraptor, and it could be Mega Raichu. Do I know which is which? Honestly, no. Not at all, but I can tell you this. What I'm going to go for here... Who am I expecting to protect? Who am I expecting not to? I'm going to go with the Bullet Punch. I'm going to go with a fat Bullet Punch into... Who do I want to get rid of more? I'd say Staraptor. Staraptor, in my opinion, is going to be more of a threat here. And I'm going to go for an Iron Defense because I got to get that body press damage up early. It is a Mega Staraptor, which means first turn he's probably going to go for a close combat, which is good because that means I'll be able to get some damage off with that Bullet Punch. But let's take a look at what actually happens. Ooh. Fake out into Scizor. That's not very good. I should have thought about that. Unfortunately, I'm going to get close combated as a result of that. See, that wasn't a very good turn 1. Honestly, it might be a good turn 1 because of the fact that I was able to sharply raise my defense. And because of that, I think my next move is to do what I said to do in the first place. Bullet Punch. And I'm going to go for another Iron Defense. Because honestly, if I'm able to get the second one off, this is going to be a clean sweep for Forretress. So let's see. About 20%. Not horrible. That, on the other hand, is very scary. Very scary. You know, they're going to take out my Mega Scizor, but at the end of the day, I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. Because I know what I have in the back is going to be more powerful than them. And I know what I have in the front is also going to be more powerful. Because we have a +4 Forretress. A +4 Forretress with Body Press. And, like, honestly, I have 211 defense already. And, what, +4 is what? 2 times, I believe? 2.5 times? Something like that. I'm going to switch in Vivillon. We're going to show you guys some Vivillon action. I don't think that they're going to protect this turn because they're like +1 million. So what we're actually going to go for is Sleep Powder into Staraptor. I'm going to outspeed. And I'm going to put Staraptor to sleep. Unless it protects. But I honestly don't think it's going to. I think it's going to keep trying to build up that attack. And I'm also going to go for Body Press into Staraptor. And you might think to yourself, not very effective. I might say that, but I'll let Forretress show you otherwise. Sleep Powder connects, outspeeds the Mega Staraptor. And now Mega Staraptor has no way of defending. He might have +4 attack, but what does that really matter when you're going to get one-tapped by Body Press? Let's see it, Forretress. Let's see it. And it was a crit. Was that needed? Probably not. Probably not. And if it was, you could say it was a lucky hit. I don't think so. I think that was skill. I think that was skill. Sylveon. A little bit scary. I don't think they would send Sylveon here with the idea of protecting. And for that reason, I'm going to Sleep Powder it and Body Press it. Yeah, I'm going to body press it because I'm a little bit scared. I have low special defense. You know what? That's okay, because I can do the same exact thing next turn. Probably going to get Thunderbolted by Raichu. I should have thought about that. I should have thought about that. That is a crazy amount of damage, though. Honestly, I should just attack into the Raichu. I should have predicted that. That's an error on my part, honestly. But you know what? We live and learn. We live and learn. Poison Jab is super effective with this Sylveon, but I don't think there's a point in doing that, really. I think I'm going to Protect here because I'm going to get Speed Boost from my Scolipede ability. And I'm also going to have another chance to Body Press into the Sylveon slot. I'm not going to be able to Protect 2 times in a row, so he's either going to switch out into something that's going to get killed, or he's going to let himself get killed. So let's see what he decides to do. Oof. Charm. Well, that was an unfortunate Protect. This Hyper Voice is scary, though. I can't even lie. This Hyper Voice is scary. That was a lot of damage on my Forretress, but fortunately, I'm going to hit Body Press. Ooh, that did a middling amount of damage. Honestly. Honestly, that was not ideal. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because now I'm going to go for Poison Jab into Sylveon. And I'm going to go for Body Press into the Raichu slot. Can Raichu Protect? Yes, he can. But I don't think he is. And also, my Scolipede is going to outspeed the Sylveon and kill it with Poison Jab. That is absolutely huge. Probably thanks to that speed boost, if I had to guess. So that was a good call for me protecting that first turn. It's going to Encore. I mean, maybe he thought he was faster, but I know who's stronger, and it's Forretress. Forretress. Is that it? No, they definitely have another Pokemon. I would hate to be this Pokemon. Oh, it's probably a Mega Evolution, right? They haven't Mega Evolved yet? Is it Mega Garchomp? See, what do I want to do here? Garchomp's a physical attacker. I'm like plus a million. Oh, I can only use Poison Jab. It's fine. It's whatever. I'll Poison Jab and Body Press. And I'm assuming I'm going to one-hit KO. Well, obviously the Poison Jab's going to do some damage. Not bad. 19%. It's really not bad at all. Rock Slide. That did a lot on my Scolipede, but not a lot on the Forretress. Hopefully I don't get flinched. That would really suck if I got flinched. But I think I'm going to go through with this. Let's see it, Forretress. Let's see it. Okay, I got flinched. You know. And that's a little bit unfortunate. But it's not like we can't come back from this. You know, I barely took any damage from that. Even if he Earthquaked, I'm really not going to take much damage from that. I'm forced to Poison Jab again. And if this Body Press is able to connect, I will absolutely win the game. Poison Jab. Going to do another solid 18%. If he Rock Slides again. Okay, unfortunately, it is going to kill my Scolipede. But I know my Forretress might get flinched once. He's not going to get flinched twice. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Come on. You know, my Forretress might get flinched twice. But he's not going to get flinched 3 times. He's not going to get flinched 3 times. Come on. Let's see it. What a tank. What a tank, honestly. He thought the Earthquake was going to do that much damage, that it was going to be worth using it over Rock Slide. This guy's lost to an all-bug team. The last 3 people lost to an all-bug team. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and act like this is the greatest team ever. Honestly, it's very situational. If your opponent has 1 fire type, it is almost impossible to win. The past 3 teams I've had have been very good matchups. That's why I got a 3-win streak, because they were very good matchups. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this team to anybody, honestly. If you're trying to climb the ladder. It is a fun team, though. I would recommend Forretress, though. Forretress really surprised me. If you have a way of neutralizing fire threats and setting up with body press, Forretress is kind of sick, honestly. Like, he just gets so much damage with that body press. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this amazing bug type video, and I hope that you'll suggest what you want to see next on this channel. So yeah, have a good one.